The individual's name, Adnan Fehan, is already under the sanctions from the United States. He have been accused of killing Americans in Basra in 2007. So I don't understand why would anybody would take a step like that, knowing that the American administration have made it clear that any particular individual or any group that have conducted or crime against the Americans or others and are puppet of Iran, or they have militias, they will not be dealt with politically, economically, or anyhow. The American administration, Mr. President Trump administration, have made that clear. Even the special envoy, Mr. Mark Savaya, have said that numerous of times. So I don't understand why would anybody in his right mind would do that, because the key to the economy in Iraq, sir, it's under the control of the American administration. The security is under the control of the American administration. So if they want to play a hardball, if they want to play stubborn, they will lose because we will not deal with anybody in such a situation. And this particular individual, Adnan Fehan, he's already under sanctions. Go ahead. The consequences are very clear. We control the funding for the Iraqi government. All the money is in the federal reserve bank in the United States, and we also control the security and other means. So the consequences will be dealt with that way. Not only, but also, if he's under sanctions, that means he's a target to the United States because he is accused of killing Americans. So those will be a lot of consequences. Some of them will be probably harsh, maybe even dissolve him as a human being. Well, knowing the politicians in Washington, knowing the administration, they take things seriously, but very calm. They don't raise issues widely. They take it in perspective, and they will take steps, and those steps will hurt the parliament of Iraq. As a matter of fact, will probably cripple the Iraqi parliament, for that matter, because of steps like that. They have no right to do that for simple reasons. In the Constitution of Iraq, sir, there is paragraph number 9 that no group or political party that has militia should participate in the election. Well, they did, and they won literally 80, 85, maybe even 90 seats. Now they have the deputy speaker of the House from the Asaad, which is basically a militia, and their leaders are under the terrorist group list in Washington. So I know for a fact there will be consequences. I know for a fact there will be some steps taken that they will lose. They will lose dearly for acting stubborn and dumb and stupid like that. Absolutely not. The American involvement in Iraq will not be ending anytime soon. I can assure you that. Not only, but also we might increase our involvement big time in Iraq. And they also have received our notifications that the president has to be in such a caliber, and the prime minister has to be as so, and also the president, the speaker of the House. Now we have a situation with the deputy speaker of the House, but nevertheless, also the ministers, they have like Secretary of the State, Minister of Interior, and what have you. Those individuals also have to have no ties to Iran or belong to no malicious group. If they do, of course, we're not going to go to Baghdad in the streets or in the offices, stop those people from doing that. No, But we have our ways how to do it. It will be done. And I can assure you the steps will be taken. And I also can assure you the parliament in Iraq today, as far as the American administration considers or concern is, they're crippled institution. We will not deal or work or negotiate or talk to anyone that has any tie to Iran or militias or have killed Americans. I can assure you that. So right now, it was a bad step today. We'll wait and see what's the next step and so on and so forth. I think the envoy, Mr. Sovaya, will be heading toward Iraq on the 15th of the month, the middle of the month. He's got a good team on with him. And we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. But things will be cleared because we have a resolution in Washington to free Iraq from the influence of Iran. Well, today was not a good step from the Iraqis to do so. We'll see. Yes, I can see that. We can see that. But nevertheless, a good number of them have a good number, actually, all of them. They have files and documents of their criminal conduct in Iraq. It's all been registered for a long time. And some of them do have names at the Treasury Department. Some of them have names at the State Department as a terrorist group. And there will be a lot more names. Now, if they go that way, all the way, I think there'll be almost 1,000 names added to the terrorist group in Iraq. Now, when that happens, that means they will be justified to be a target to our military action. That will be huge. That will be very bad for the Iraqis if they would go that far. America's capable, America's powerful, America's strong. No one can come close to or compete with the Americans as far as financing, army, military, what have you. So, and Iraq, by the way, it is under the sponsorship of the United States. If the United States lift their hands or their protection on Iraq, Iraq will go broke, will file bankruptcy. Why? Because there's companies and countries are waiting for ending the protection of the Americans on the funds of Iraq so they can collect because Iraq owes them money. Companies and countries, not only, but also militarily wise, every single equipments are American made, including the F-16s. They cannot even come close to maintain or operate those machines without the supervision of the American military. So Iraq basically is under the mercy of the United States. Iraq has to listen, and I believe they would listen, but they're stubborn. Why? Because the militias and those people who are in power right now have never thought in their life that they will be in that position. Money, life, prosperity, power, they have it all. They will not give up that thing easy. No, but they will give it up for sure. If not today, tomorrow. If not next week, the week after. They will come and need, just like Hezbollah did, just like Hamas did, just like the militias in Syria did, and just like the Houthis did, and just like Iran itself did. So the complications are yet to be seen in the 2026, but I think the Iraq will be cleared from those individuals whom are literally criminals and have stole and confiscated the Iraqis' money and belongings and property and what have you. It's all registered. Yeah, go ahead, sir. So first of all, I think it's already been noticed that there is no payroll now in Iraq, but every 45 days. Not only, but also the Hajj al-Shabi, which is a criminal institution or criminal organization, contains a bunch of militia groups whom have killed Iraqis and Americans and have committed crimes and stole people's properties and money, those people will not be getting any funds for payroll. Not only, but also, like I said, Israel and the United States knows exactly where those people stay, where they live, how they sleep, and how many people they have as bodyguards, and every single issue about those individuals. It's known to us, all their activities, all the storages, what kind of car they drive, and even their license plate. So they will be targeted if they don't do the right thing like America told them to do. They will be all targeted. Iran has to be cut off from Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Hamas, and Houthi. Now, four of them are being accomplished already. There is one more place to be accomplished, which is in Iraq. Iraq has to be prospered. Iraq can be made again great if they just use basically the sample of the north, the Kurdistan region, how they developed that region there. Nice and productive and neat, and people love to go there and visit. Security, stability, respect. So all they have to do is act like normal human being for the benefit of Iraq in general. But they don't. Why? Because they are a puppet of Iran. Because they are loyal to Iran. And that is a mistake they are making right now, because today's American administration is not like last administration. Today, American administration is led by a president called Donald Trump. He takes no BS from anybody. He will do exactly what it needs to be done. Not only, but also he's surrounded by the people that served in Iraq. The Vice President, J.D. Vance, served in Iraq. Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, served in Iraq. Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War, served in Iraq. Mike Waltz, the White House National Security, served in Iraq. So they know Iraq left and right, every inch in Iraq. They know it very well. And now that we have Mark Savaya, who is born in Iraq, who's a Chaldean American, Christian from Iraq, and speaks the Arabic, knows the language, knows the people, and the team around him, that we know what's going on in Iraq, and no one can fool us or basically trick us into some issues that they think they're too smart for us. Absolutely not. They committed a mistake. They made a mistake. They committed crimes. They will pay for it. Not only, but also their money, the money that they earned, or actually not earned, they stole. That will be taken as well.